plaintiff, Tina Smith, gave birth to the defendant when she was 14 years old. And although she struggled, she still went to high school and gave the defendant everything she needed. Tina co-signed on a car for the defendant, but she's suing her today for the balance due on the vehicle. Defendant Chevelle Duncan says growing up, Tina was not emotionally available to her because Tina was addicted to crack cocaine. Chevelle claims the only reason Tina co-signed on the car was because Chevelle paid her to do so, and she insists she's been making the payments.
Start with you.
I need to say first that I love my daughter, and it's hard for me to be here today. I need to say that, you know, when I was brought up really, I went through a whole lot. My dad died when I was 2 years old. I had her when I was 14 years old in the 8th grade, but I still graduated and I went to high school. Yeah. I left home when I was 19 to try to give Chevelle a better life. And I'm not saying that I'm a perfect parent, because I'm not. And I know that I try to give her the best things that I never had growing up. You know, she had some hardships. You know, Roma would always run, you know, move from here to here to here to here. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I told her, I said, Chevelle, you have to face them. You can't always run from your problems, because they're gonna be there when you come back. The bottom line is that me and Chevelle grew up together, and I think that she has a little lack of respect for me because she never takes my advice until after it happens.
No, that's most kids.
Yeah, I don't say, Chevelle, that
that's not
I told
true.
you so. I always try to lead her the right way. Get a job, because you in this world, you gotta work if you want things in life.
Before we get to the specifics, let me hear from her, ma'am.
Judge Mathis, I'd first like to tell you that my grandmother and I are both fans of your show, but that don't take me away from saying that I love my mother and I do respect her, but she's not telling the whole truth. She's leaving out a few little details of my upbringing or her raising me. My mother, she had me at a young age, but my mother also was an abuser of drugs. My mother was a crack cocaine addict, raising me. And I'm not saying that to put her down. I'm just saying to add into why she did not do the best job as she could have done with taking care of me. My mother's main objective was to make sure that I was dressed, made sure that I had food. Yeah, she made sure I had someplace to live. But emotionally, my mother wasn't there. She wasn't available.
And how has that affected you as an adult?
It made me, like she said that I run. I don't run. I just tried to handle things on my own, because she never presented herself to me as being open and available or willing to help me.
All right, ma'am, you're suing for the balance due on a car?
Yes. In 2008, Chevelle came to me and asked me to co-sign for her car. And I said yes, because Chevelle was going to school and working. I was proud of her because she had already had a car, but it was always, you know, giving her problems. Mm-hmm. So we went down to Global Mobile in Plainfield and purchased, you know, a co-signing for her. Mm-hmm. And for a while, she did, you know, make the payments. And as that was going on, the car was depoted a couple of times. The first time, she lost her job. The second time, she got it towed in front of my house because she didn't have insurance. And so after that, her last payment was in February. And I told her, I said, Chevelle, you have to surrender the car, because I'm not gonna pay it while you driving. I don't think that's fair for me, because I'm working 2 jobs too, and I struggle too. Mm-hmm. And you need to learn responsibilities. You can't drive and not pay.
Ma'am?
Judge Mathis, she did co-sign for a vehicle for me in 2008. I asked my mother, I said, Mom, if I give you $500, will you co-sign for me? And only then did she say yes. She didn't do it because she knew that my car that I had previously was about to break down. She did it because I offered her the money.
Okay, how about paying for it?
I've been paying for it. I've had this car.
Okay, so you say you don't owe her?
I do owe her. I do.
How much do you owe?
I may owe my mother. I've gotten behind this year from
How much
March.
do you owe?
Beginning, I think it's about 3 payments.
How much is that? Cause
It's roughly
I'm
two-
sure she's going to tell me. She knows very
I have it.
specifically.
I have it.
You have
I don't
something,
have
or
it.
you know specifically?
I have it. And can I say something? Mm-hmm. I had to pay $1,000 on May the 17th just so my
Preserve your
credit
credit.
won't go to delinquency.
Preserve your credit. And you say it's only because you paid her the $500, but she'd have been better off not taking that $500. You can put her in $2,800 of debt. So I know you say she wasn't there for you all her life, and you brought up her crack habit and all of that, but she's been able to help you with a car that you won't even pay for. You're not on crack, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Because it seems like you're demonstrating personal problems in your life
Exactly.
as she had personal problems in hers.
That's true.
All right,
But
so
this-
just so you understand that. Judgment for the plaintiff. She doesn't know how much she owes, but you have evidence that shows how much she owes. $2,834. Thank you.
Thank you. I just want to say, Sherelle, I'm not your enemy. I love you, Sherelle.
I love you too.
I didn't want you to mess my credit up because it was leading to mess my credit up. That's it. Because things in life that I want to get to.
That's true.
And I built myself up this credit. That's all I wanted.
No matter what you've gone through in your life, I was there for you too. And I
Okay.
never tried to
But
take anything.
Ronita,
Listen,
but-
you had your chance to
Okay,
say
go
something.
ahead.
I've never walked away from you. I never tried to take anything from you. I did everything that I could do and more than what a daughter, an average daughter, would have done in my conditions.